Today is the first day of January, and we're going to participate in Canuary, which means for the next 31 days, I'm going to post a canning video, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So for the first one, we're going to make some lemon butter, or it's a variation of lemon curd. And we're trying to stay away from sugar right now, at least normal sugar, and so I'm going to sweeten this with maple syrup. I'm going to start by zesting up all of my lemons. I have 7 lemons that I'm going to zest. Tell me you have boys without telling me you have boys. I have to dodge Nerf bullets sometimes while cooking anything. Most times, actually. It's okay. Makes life exciting, right? And I know I am still fairly new to YouTube. If you follow me on TikTok, you know I rarely measure things. So sorry if that is going to bother you. But I also hope that that will give you some freedom in your cooking, that it's okay to do things a little bit different or to go outside of a recipe. And now that I have my lemons all zested like I needed them, I'm going to go ahead and crack 8 eggs into my bowl. And then I'm also going to add 2 extra egg yolks. And today I'm going to be cooking this in this little crock pot, but you could do this on a stovetop, no problem. But it is kind of a lengthy process, and so the crock pot will help. Now I scrambled these eggs up really well, and we're going to go ahead and add our lemon zest to it. I would say it was about 1/4 of a cup. And now we're going to add in 1.5 cups of maple syrup. Just make sure you're using a real maple syrup and not like just a pancake syrup. That'll help cut down on the sugar. And I also want to say my crock pot is not turned on yet. And now I'm going to start juicing my lemons. Now I need an entire cup of lemon juice, and that ended up being about 7 of these lemons, but you might need more or less depending on the size and the juiciness of your lemons. I purchased these organic lemons from Azure Standard, which is a food co-op, and I'm really happy with the quality of these lemons. I've been ordering from Azure Standard for years. If you've not heard of them or you've never ordered from them, go ahead and look them up because they're a great company. Next, I'm going to add in the butter. We're going to add 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup. This butter is also really soft. It's been at room temperature for several hours. So that should make this process go just a tiny bit faster, but honestly, not much. This is like a 2-hour ordeal, but it was worth it. It was worth it. I also added in a splash of vanilla. I don't know if you saw that in the video. I love vanilla. I add it to most everything. Now I'm going to continually stir this until the butter is all melted and this has heated up really well. I have it set on high right now. Once it is all melted and kind of incorporated all together, I'm going to go ahead and turn that down to low. But for now, I'm just going to keep stirring it on high. And that ended up being like 45 minutes. Again, I'm just telling myself it was worth it. And it was, because the lemon butter was so good. You can see here the butter is finally starting to melt. There's a glimmer of hope. And voila, it is all melted and beautiful, and it smells divine. So good, you guys. So now that it is nice and hot, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down to low, stirring pretty consistently, at least for a few minutes so it cools just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover this and leave it to cook for about 2 hours, stirring every 10 to 20 minutes. Now this is the consistency I was going for. It's starting to stick to the spoon, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run it through some cheesecloth. This is going to take out the lemon zest, and if there's any bit of egg that kind of like scrambled and cooked, that'll get that out too. Now from here, you could just put it into the fridge for it to solidify the rest of the way up, but I'm actually going to go ahead and can this. Now, this is a rebel canning method. If that is not your jam, just don't can it. Just put it in your fridge and eat it. It is delicious. But I am a rebel canner, so I'm going to go ahead and can up most of this. I am going to save some to eat and give a jar to my mom. But the rest is going in on the pantry shelf for when I need a little sweet treat. I'm going to go ahead and can in these 4-ounce mason jars. And these will go in the water bath canner for 20 minutes. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time.